All right, we're going to get started. Good evening, everyone. Tonight is the council legislative session, September 19th, 2024, Borough of Yeadon, calling this meeting to order. We'll first start with our Pledge of Allegiance. All right. Mr. Secretary, can you proceed with roll call, beginning with our esteemed mayor?
Hello, Madam President. Our mayor, Rowan Hepkins, is joining us virtually. He's on the phone. So I guess he's present here. Thank you, Mayor. President Monroe.
Present.
Vice President Leanna Rocloud.
Present.
Councilor Nicole Beatty.
Present.
Councilor Antoinette Trueheart is away. Won't be joining us tonight. Councilor Michael Trent.
Present.
Councilor Jesse Peets, I don't see him. Councilor Laverne Johnson, don't see her either. Oh, okay. Councilor Jesse Peets is here present. Solicitor Sean Kilkenny.
Here.
Finance Director Nafis Nichols. Tax Collector Yolanda Hughes, I do not see her. And Panoni Engineering, we have Megan Tadaro.
All right.
Madam President, we have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Next, we will move on to Citizens Forum. I don't have any forums. So, all right, we'll move next to our minutes. Up for consideration is the approval of the August 15, 2024 legislative meeting minutes.
Madam Chair,
Madam Vice President.
I make a motion to approve our minutes. Help if I read it right. Consideration to approve the August 15th, 2024 legislative meeting minutes.
Second.
Having been moved and properly seconded on the question. Hearing none, let's proceed with the roll call vote.
President Monroe.
Yes.
Vice President Rocloud.
Yes.
Councilor Beatty.
Yes.
Councilor Trent.
Yes.
Councilor Peets.
Yes.
All right, that vote is unanimous. The motion carries. Before we move on from the minutes, we don't have the minutes for our caucus meeting available. They weren't prepared yet, no? Oh, I thought we were more. Okay, thank you. On the phone, we have Mayor Hepkins for Mayor's Report.
And Mayor, I think we're ready for your commentary on the report.
Yeah, if you could speak clearly into the mic so I can hear on the phone. You can't hear if it's not properly spoken to the mic, but my report stands as submitted, Madam President. I have nothing more to add. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now for our manager's report.
Yes, hello, everyone. Quite a few motions today, so let's just fly through them. Madam President, I would like a motion, please, to consider the advertising of ordinance number 2024-004, regulating smoke shops and tobacco stores.
Is there a motion?
Madam President. You have it, Madam Vice President.
Okay, I would like to make a motion for the advertising of ordinance number 2024-004, regulating smoke shops and tobacco stores.
Seconded.
Having been moved and seconded on the question. Hearing none, please proceed with the roll call vote.
President Monroe.
Yes.
Vice President Rocloud.
Yes.
Councilor Beatty.
Yes.
Councilor Trent.
Yes.
Councilor Peets.
Yes.
That vote is unanimous. The motion carries.
Madam President, I'd like a motion to consider the adoption of ordinance number 2024-005, amending ordinance 285-51, metered parking lots established.
Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Having been moved and seconded on the question. Hearing none, can we proceed with the roll call vote?
Yes. President Monroe.
Yes.
Vice President Rocloud.
Yes.
Councilor Beatty.
Yes.
Counselor Trent?
Yes.
Counselor Peets?
Yes.
That vote is unanimous. The motion carries. Let's acknowledge Counselor Lauren Johnson has arrived.
Thank you.
All right. Your next motion?
Madam President, I would like a motion to consider the advertisement of ordinance number 2024-007, amending 285-34, parking of commercial, heavy, and recreational vehicles prohibited on certain streets.
Is there a motion?
Madam President, may I have a motion to for the consideration for the advertisement of ordinance number 2024-007, amending 285-34, parking of commercial, heavy, and recreational vehicles prohibited on certain streets.
Having been moved and properly seconded on the question, I just want to make sure that the solicitor received our notes for the advertisement for our caucus meeting. All right. There are no additional questions. Can we proceed with the roll call vote?
President Monroe,
Yes.
Vice President Roecloud,
Yes.
Counselor Beatty,
Yes.
Counselor Trent,
Yes.
Counselor Peets,
Yes.
Counselor Johnson.
Yes.
That vote is unanimous. The motion carries. Your next motion, please.
Madam President, I'd like a motion to award the Yeadon Borough towing contract to Cyples Towing.
Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Having been moved and seconded on the question, hearing none, can we proceed with the roll call vote?
President Monroe,
Yes.
Vice President Roecloud,
Yes.
Counselor Beatty,
Yes.
Counselor Trent,
Yes.
Counselor Peets,
Yes.
Counselor Johnson.
Yes.
That vote is unanimous. The motion carries.
We should work with the solicitor on with that final agreement. If not, now that we're awarding it, because I know there were things that we specified that we wanted to make sure was in whatever total contract that we had. So just for the record, we're working with the solicitor.
We have a draft.
Could you repeat a summary of that into the microphone?
Apologies. Just a reminder that we will be working with the solicitor for the final contract now that this RFP has been awarded for towing here in Yeadon Borough.
Thank you.
Right. Madam President, I'd like a motion to consider approving the hiring of Catherine Gallagher to the position of part-time library assistant at the rate of $13.50 an hour with an effective date of August 26, 2024.
Is there a motion?
Madam President, may I have consideration or make a motion for consideration to approve the hiring of Catherine Gallagher to the position of part-time library assistant at the rate of $13.50 an hour with an effective date of August 26, 2024.
Second.
Having been moved and seconded, this is a personnel matter, so we don't have any questions. Can we proceed with a roll call vote?
President Monroe,
Yes.
Vice President Roecloud,
Yes.
Counselor Beatty,
Yes.
Counselor Trent, Counselor Peets,
Yes.
Counselor Johnson.
Yes.
That vote is unanimous. The motion carries. Your next motion, please.
Madam President, I'd like a motion to consider approving the hiring of Nafan Temple to the position of Code Enforcement Officer at the salary of $42,500 with an effective date of October 7th, 2024, pending a completed and approved background check and motor vehicle report.
Is there a motion?
Madam President,
Madam Vice President?
I would like to make a motion to approve the hiring of Nafan Temple to the position of Code Enforcement Officer at the salary of $42,500 with an effective date of October 7th, 2024, pending a completed and approved background check and motor vehicle report. Second.
Having been moved and seconded, this is also a personnel matter, so there won't be any questions. Can we proceed with our roll call vote?
Yes, President Monroe,
Yes.
Vice President Roecloud,
Yes.
Counselor Beatty,
Yes.
Counselor Trent, Counselor Peets,
Yes.
Counselor Johnson.
Yes.
That vote is unanimous. The motion carries. Your next motion, please.
Madam President, I'd like a motion to consider the approval of the resignation of employee 10202 effective August 31st, 2024.
Is there a motion? Sorry.
So Second.
Having been moved and seconded, can we proceed with our roll call vote?
Madam President,
Yes.
Vice President Roquel,
Yes.
Counselor Beatty,
Yes.
Counselor Trent, Counselor Peets,
Yes.
Counselor Johnson.
Yes.
That vote is unanimous. The motion carries. Your next motion, please.
Madam President, I'd like a motion to approve the resignation of employee 9608 effective September 27th, 2024.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Seconded?
Having been moved and seconded, can we proceed with our roll call vote?
President Monroe,
Yes.
Vice President Roquel,
Yes.
Counselor Beatty,
Yes.
Counselor Trent, Counselor Peets,
Yes.
Counselor Johnson.
Yes.
That vote is unanimous. The motion carries.
Madam President, I'd like a motion to approve the termination of employee 10256 effective August 19th, 2024.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second. Having been moved and seconded, can we proceed with our roll call vote?
President Monroe,
Yes.
Vice President Roquel,
Yes.
Counselor Beatty,
Yes.
Counselor Trent, Counselor Peets,
Yes.
Counselor Johnson.
Yes.
That vote is unanimous. The motion carries.
Madam President, that's all the motions. I do want to say we have a blood drive on November 22nd. I would love it if everyone could attend. I think Chief Jamarca will also mention it. We have a lofty goal, so we hope everyone can come out. It'll be fun. There's power in the blood. And then that ends my report.
Thank you. Can we move on to our solicitor's report?
Thank you very much, Madam President. You have on the agenda A, which is consideration to approve the agreement of sale between the Redevelopment Authority of Delaware County and the Borough of Yeadon located 0 Church Lane. It's for $1. This has previously been essentially operating as a borough parking lot. The Redevelopment Authority approached us and asked us if we'd be willing to have it conveyed to us, and the agreement is here before you.
Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Having been moved and properly seconded on the question. Mr. Nichols, can we afford it? This wasn't in the budget. All right, can we proceed with our roll call vote?
President Monroe,
Yes.
Vice President Roquel,
Yes.
Counselor Beatty,
Yes.
Counselor Trent, Counselor Peets,
Yes.
Counselor Johnson.
Yes. That vote is unanimous. The motion carries.
Thank you very much, Madam President. I'll give a brief report. I know it's a busy night. Our office has been working on developer stormwater and financial security agreements for the 404 Industrial Park Drive, which was previously approved by Council. We're working with Mr. Womack in code enforcement on creating a streamlined plan with lien and an abatement process. We're working with the Borough Fire Marshal as well. We obviously worked with borough staff on the commercial truck parking ordinance that was discussed for advertising tonight. As to the smoke shops, because this is a zoning ordinance, there's a little more process involved in a regular ordinance. So it's going to be submitted to our planning commission, the Delaware County Planning Department, and then there will be actually a public hearing before it's adopted. That concludes my brief update on some of the matters that we worked on.
Thank you very much. Our tax collector's report, can we make sure that we have that posted to our website since she was unavailable for caucus and legislative session?
Yes.
Thank you. Engineers report?
Good evening. I have 2 action items on the agenda tonight, both regarding community park improvements. The first one is for consideration of award to Ernell Company Incorporated. It's Ernell Construction Incorporated. I apologize. This is the project that went out to bid. This is for all the park preparation, the installation of the pavilions, the prep of the walkways, the trail extension. I know I'm forgetting some. If you need me to read them out further, but that is, there were 2 alternates for the project. The base bid was $220,075. The alternate 1 was for the paving of the parking lot at Community Park, and that was $32,337.50. And alternate 2 was for the parking lot here at Borough Hall, and that is $70,525. I think the discussion would really be which if you wanted to award the base and any alternates, and if you have any questions for me.
All right, do we have a motion?
Madam Chair,
Madam Vice President?
I make a motion to award the Community Park Improvement Project to Ernell Construction, Inc.
Seconded.
Do we need to specify?
I just need a specification on what, if you want to award the alternates or not.
To award the project and the alternates?
I make a motion, do I amend it?
Please amend.
Okay. I would like to amend my motion to include, including the alternate.
Yes.
Okay, to include the alternates.
All right. Is there a second for the amendment?
Second?
Having been moved and properly seconded on the question? Hearing none, can we proceed with our roll call vote?
President Monroe,
Yes.
Vice President Roquel,
Yes.
Counselor Beatty,
Yes.
Counselor Trent,
Yes.
Counselor Peets,
Yes.
Counselor Johnson.
Yes.
All right, that vote is unanimous. The motion carries. Your next one?
The second item is for the approval of the general recreation invoices, which is a purchase through CoStars, which is a previously competitive program. And that would be for the purchase of the playground equipment, the installation of the playground equipment, and then park furnishings as well, which includes 2 pavilions, benches, picnic tables, and grills. Go ahead.
Is there a motion?
Madam Chair,
Madam Vice President?
I make a motion to proceed with General Recreation, Inc., CoStar's purchase of play equipment and park furnishings for Community Park.
Seconded.
Having been moved and seconded on the question, was there something you needed to add?
No, I was just going to list all the numbers, but if you don't want me to, that was all I was going to
You've
add.
listed them plenty.
I know. I feel like I have to say them for the record, but honestly, it's in my report too, so.
Okay, does she need to say?
She does not need to say it.
Thank you. Saved us 37 seconds. Can we proceed with our roll call vote?
President Monroe,
Yes.
Vice President Roquel,
Yes.
Counselor Beatty,
Yes.
Counselor Trent, Counselor Peets,
Yes.
Counselor Johnson.
Yes.
That vote is unanimous. The motion carries.
The only other item I wanted to update you on is that we did speak with the contractor for the road program. Their goal is to start the middle of October. We are still working with PennDOT to get everything approved. However, that should be no problem to get their approval by the middle of October. But we will make sure to keep you in contact once we know an exact start date.
All right. Thank you very much.
Have a good evening.
You too. Thanks. All right, moving along, our finance report. Mr. Nichols?
Good evening, good evening, Madam President.
Good evening.
Ask for consideration for the approval of an AP list for the month of September's bills.
Is there a motion?
Consideration of the accounts payable list for September 2024.
Seconded.
Having been moved and seconded on the question? Hearing none, can we proceed with our roll call vote?
President Monroe,
Yes.
Vice President Roquel,
Yes.
Counselor Beatty,
Yes.
Counselor Trent,
Yes.
Counselor Peets,
Yes.
Counselor Johnson.
Yes.
That vote is unanimous. The motion carries.
And Madam President, consideration for the July cash, that should be August cash balance report. I apologize that it says July.
Do we need to amend the agenda?
It's a typo. And I believe that's a minor change. I think everyone understands the effect of it. So I think you should make a motion to amend the agenda to reflect that it's August. Yes. Safe to say.
So can we entertain a motion to amend the agenda to reflect the consideration of the August cash balance report?
So moved.
Seconded.
Having been moved and seconded on the question, does everyone know what we're doing?
Yes.
All right, can we proceed with our roll call vote?
President Monroe,
Yes.
Vice President Roquel,
Yes.
Counselor Beatty,
Yes.
Counselor Trent,
Yes.
Counselor Peets,
Yes.
Counselor Johnson.
Yes.
The vote to amend the agenda is approved, and the vote was unanimous. Now, can we have the consideration of can we have the consideration for the August 2024 cash balance report?
Madam Chair, may I have a motion to consider the August cash balance report?
Second.
Having been moved and seconded on the question? Hearing none, can we proceed with our roll call vote?
President Monroe,
Yes.
Vice President Roquel,
Yes.
Counselor Beatty,
Yes.
Counselor Trent,
Yes.
Counselor Peets?
Yes.
Counselor Johnson?
Yes.
That vote is unanimous. The motion carries. Anything
That
else?
is my report.
Thank you very much. Ordinance and zoning.
Good evening. My report stands as submitted. There has been no updates since our September 12th caucus meeting.
Thank you very much. We have a representative from Public Works.
Mr. Pizzulo is away.
All right. Public Safety.
Good afternoon, or I'm sorry, good evening, Madam President and Council. My report stands as read. Just would like to add today, unfortunately, members of the Yeadon Borough Police Department, along with FOP Lodge 27, attended Officer Roman's funeral in Philadelphia. We were well represented. And just real quick, what the borough manager was talking about, we're looking forward to the blood drive. As you can see, the fire department's not here again, but the police department is. So if you're going to give blood that day, make sure you check that you're giving for the police. That ends my report. If any questions. And my other emergency management report, there's read this last time too. So.
Okay. Thank you for all of your help.
Thank you, Chief.
Madam President, the winning department gets lunch on that feast.
Oh. I think we should make it a tie. All right. Do we have anyone from Recreation? Yes, ma'am.
You have any?
Oh, I didn't even see Mr. Hunter back there.
So while he's coming up, just once again, want to remind everybody of our Veterans Day brunch on November 9th. Please put the word out if you are a vet, if you're the relative of a vet, if you are the spouse of a vet, please register. It's all free, and we should have a good time. That's it. Go ahead, Mr. Hunter.
My report stands as submitted. Oh, I have one addition. The Yeadon Community Garden at Yeadon Community Park has now completed its 4th season. This year we had a number of vegetables, tomatoes, corn, eggplant. Some of the vegetables were stolen, but hopefully we will build a higher fence next year. But we want to thank the volunteers for really helping out. They put their time, their energy, and their money into the program. The vegetable program is halfway through. There are vegetables downstairs tonight if you want. Tomatoes, red, orange, and green. And we also have some eggplant left. So I will open the door on the way down and you can grab those. The only other thing is that the Eastern Delaware County Stormwater Collaborative is hosting its annual MCM6 training on Thursday, October the 10th, 8:30 to 10:30 via Zoom. So the training is open to public works employees, borough administrators, council members, and the public. The training will focus on stormwater runoff. So that's my report.
Thank you very much. Is there anything else?
Madam Chair, I do have one thing. This is recreation. The Yeadon Swim Club, the tennis courts over there, is it possible that we can try to include refurbishing that tennis court with our plans with Community Park, if possible?
So we can't do that with the grant that's for Community Park, but there was another grant that we were awarded that we're trying to have reallocated.
Right.
There was a $500,000 grant that was approved to build a recreation center.
Right.
That may have built us a foundation and a front door, but we all know that we cannot build a recreation center with $500,000. So we are in the process of working to reallocate those funds towards refurbishing that community space within those parameters.
Fabulous. Thank you.
Right, you're welcome. I know that Chief Jamarco mentioned it briefly, but it's always with a very heavy heart that we say goodbye to officers. So I just want to take a moment to acknowledge Mr. Officer Roman's family and make sure that we keep them in our thoughts and prayers during their time of healing. This is a thankless position, and this was undeserved. So, all right. So there ends our meeting, and we have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
This meeting is adjourned. Have a good evening, everyone.